What's going on, you guys? It's Logan here with Logan's Lessons, back at it with yet another lesson for you. Today, we are learning Do I Wanna Know by the Arctic Monkeys. For this lesson, I'm turning off the fuzz and the spring reverb that we talked about in the latest video on the tone for this song. If you haven't seen that yet, you can check it out up here. But for this lesson, I wanted to clean things up a little bit just so you know exactly what I'm doing and you can hear it maybe a little bit better. Now, if you would like help learning this song or just a guitar instructor in general, I'm your guy. I teach private, one-on-one, Skype, Zoom, FaceTime, Google Meet, whatever floats your boat, guitar lessons, and I'm offering you your first lesson completely free. If that's something that interests you, then I'll have my email down in the description box below. Just send me a note. I also will be uploading a playthrough of this song here in a couple days. If that video is already out, you can check it out up here, and if it's not, make sure you hit the bell icon so you know when I release that video. Now getting into it. This song has two parts, a main riff and a pre-chorus. The main riff plays through the chorus too, and then there's just a few minor adjustments in between sections. And for the outro, we'll learn those two main parts first, and then we'll get the alterations. I'll play the main riff first, and then I'll teach it to you. Repeats there. Okay, so we're going to start with our first fret on our E string, hammering on up to the third fret of our E string. Then we're going to take our first finger down and you're going to hit the first fret of your A string. So we have, and then back to the third fret of your E string. So, immediately after that, we're going to play the first three notes again. So we have, then we're going to hammer on from the first to third fret of our D string down to the first fret of our D string. So we have, so then we're going to slide from 3 to 5 really quick on our A string, back down to 3. So we have, like so. Okay? Do that with me. I'll do that slowly. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hit the first fret of our A string, and then we're going to slide from 3 to 5 back to 3 again. So far we have, to do this. We're going to hit the first fret of our A string again, and then 3 to 5 slides. I like to do it with my third finger first, and then my first finger is already set up to do it again. And then we hit the third fret of our E string. Okay? So the entire main riff slash chorus, whatever you want to call it, is this. That repeats. Now that basically leads us right up into the pre-chorus, but there's only one alteration we need to make to get there. So you're going to replace the with just hitting the 5th fret of your A string. The riff that leads us into the pre-chorus will sound like this. Now the pre-chorus, what you're going to do is you're going to come up and you're going to hit the 10th fret of your A string. Right? And then you're coming down to the 6th fret of your A string. And then we're going to do this, where we're going 3, 5, 6, 5, 3 on our A string. I'll do that slowly. Alright, so we have in the pre-chorus so far. Immediately after that, we're going down to the 1, back to the 3. So we have. Alright, I'll play that slowly. And then we have another piece where we're going 1 to 3. Then we're going to hit the open D string to the 3rd fret of your E string. So, like so. You kind of feel the rhythm of that? That's important. The first note hangs on longer than the last 3. We have... And then they tag on basically the first line we learned. Right? So if I play the chorus 2 times in a row, just so you have an idea of how it loops together, it'll sound like this. And that leads you right into the chorus, where you do the same thing as the intro. You get the point. So then the only other alteration is in the outro. The outro is basically just a pre-chorus, but the 3rd time through playing all that stuff, at the very end of that 3rd time, instead of going, you're going to go, instead of 3 as the last note, 1 as your last note. So it'll be... So then we get into the 4th time through the pre-chorus, which is just a regular pre-chorus, really. And that's where things change. So that all is normal, and then what you do is you alternate between, this being the first one, your 3rd fret of your E string, you alternate between that and... And then the very last note, like that. That, my friends, is the song Do I Wanna Know by the Arctic Monkeys. If you have any questions for me, or just comments in general, leave them down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'll be seeing you in the next one. You are watching Logan's Lessons. Peace!